Good day, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Briareos Kerensky and welcome to the unboxing of Telenet Shooting Collection. As you might have guessed from the logo down here, this is the Japanese edition, and if I'm not mistaken, Limited Run Games has announced they will port this collection in the West, although I am not quite sure when and if with the same contents, extra contents, let's say, as this Japanese version. But because I didn't really want to wait for Limited Run Games to do their stuff, I went for this Japanese edition. So let's take a look around the box that on the front cover has the front cover, sorry for the repetition, of one of the games inside. And top there is just the logo of the game, on the bottom just the publisher, and on the sides the front cover continues in a full illustration. Then let's go to the back that lists the 4 games included in this edition: Gaia-Res, Granada X, Psychic Storm and Avenger. And below that we have the contents of this edition that are quite light. We just have the game down here and a small figure of the Stormbringer. Now let's open this one. And nothing inside the box. Here we have the Switch game, and we have this particular thing holding the Switch game and a second box. We'll take a more detailed look at that box later. Telenet Shooting Collection, this is the game, and before going around the game I wanted to show you in a bit more detail the support. This is a very simple support, but instead of the white piece of cardboard many editions use, it's printed. It's a nice touch, nothing out of the ordinary, but a nice little bit of extra. Now, this is the game, and the cover is pretty much what we've seen on the outer box, only offset a bit to the right for some reason. Spine, nothing out of the ordinary, and on the back, pretty much the same layout as we've seen on the outer box. Of course, the same games, and the contents of the limited editions, the edition have been replaced by these featured content of the collection. Down below, technical details, and inside no manual, unfortunately. It's ordinary nowadays, Switch cartridge, and not quite a reverse cover but an inner cover for sure. This is the Stormbringer from Psychic Force that we'll soon see in physical form, or better, right now as I'm done showing you the game. It is now time to unbox the 9.4 GM2 Stormbringer, and on the front of this box we have a sketch of the ship with its main components laid out. On the bottom we have a side view of the ship with the stabilize, and on the side, front view for the cockpit, and the rear with the fit the thing. Top, well, we have the top of the ship with some of its accessories, and on the back, absolutely nothing, just the materials and warnings that come with these toys. So, now, after removing one of the transparent seals, it's the time to actually open this one. And well, inside we have yet another box, and this time there is plenty of tape to open. Another second, please. Now with the inner box freed from its tapey constraints. Okay, we have the ship itself and a set of instructions. And yeah, there is some more tape to remove, but this should be quite easy. And we have the ship. I thought this would have been like a 3D printed stuff, but it's actually molded and it's much higher quality than expected. Let's take a in-depth look at this. The ship comes in 4 components, 2 for the base and 2 for the ship itself. The base has the title of the game from which the Stormbringer is from. Unfortunately, it's simply in a very shallow relief with no paint on it, and the base itself is pretty easy. Assembling, again, very easy. You first do this, and then you slide the support back. And for the ship, it's as simple as snapping this into place, making sure that you don't weight too much on the supports, because as you can see, they are very flimsy. And the ship itself is basically hollow. This is a hollow piece of plastic. Not that bad holding it, and of course the base goes down here. And here you have the Stormbringer from Psychic Force fully assembled. The paint job on the ship, it's good enough, although there are a few smudges here and there, and molding again is okay, but you can see mold lines, especially on the underside, and also the junction lines where the two halves have been connected. All in all, I would say it's a decent extra, not particularly great, but not bad either. It's right in the middle. Totally not the worst piece of figure I've seen in one of those limited editions. The Japanese limited edition of Telenet Shooting Collection is kind of middle of the ground, because there is only one extra, and that extra is middle of the ground. And I don't really know what else to say about this, other than a first hour play will follow for sure, because I am itching for some shoot 'em up action. In the meantime, I hope you have enjoyed this unboxing and you'll stick around for more. Briareos Kerensky, over and out.